Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 7th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Hollie for a check of today's soggy forecast.
Yeah, it's been a soaker of a morning, that's for sure. And fast forward on our National Design Mart forecast, we continue to see scattered showers and even thunderstorms into the afternoon. So it's going to be a toss-up as to who sees more of the wet weather later today, but just know that those potentials are there even into the early evening. And then we start to clear out a bit, and it looks like we'll have much more in the way of sunshine on the way for your Wednesday. But even that being said, some isolated shower chances into tomorrow can't be ruled out, but we're definitely gonna clear as we head through tonight. You'll see some sun today too, in between showers and possible thunderstorms. So that all being said, on your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook, those highs in the 70s, cooler than yesterday. We were in the 80s, and we'll keep it in that 70-ish range for a lot of the week, really all of it through the weekend. And then see much warmer weather start to enter back into the picture as we do look ahead to early next week. Now, just to talk about some of these rain chances, as far as the next couple of days, it's going to be very isolated. So tomorrow and Thursday, those are just very spotty chances. You're going to get outside. I don't want you to think this is going to be a total washout of a week. And then for late Friday into early Saturday, we've got chances for rain. We'll start to clear. Sunday looks really beautiful, and so does Monday, Danielle, with mostly sunny skies, and that's a pool day right there, close to 80.
Flirting with 80. Thank you so much, Hollie. Well, this morning, gas prices continue to climb and set new record highs. Yesterday, according to AAA, the national average was at $4.86 per gallon, a new record high. That's 25 cents higher than it was last Monday. Locally, we found prices nearing $5 across the region and above. Experts say to look for the national average to climb to more than $5 within the next couple of weeks. And new this morning, 2 weeks after it was first introduced, Cleveland City Council approved an emergency resolution calling for FirstEnergy to be removed as the naming rights sponsor of Brown Stadium. In a 16-to-1 vote, the council cited the company's role in a bribery scheme now under federal investigation. Last night's vote does not mean the FirstEnergy name will be removed. The utility company has a naming rights deal with the Browns. But this vote serves more as an official statement by council.
For them to keep that name and for us to allow them to keep that name on that building is an absolute insult to the people of the city of Cleveland and the taxpayers. I don't take kindly to people who bribe public officials. I want to say that again. They bribe public officials.
FirstEnergy released a statement saying in part, quote, FirstEnergy is extremely proud of our long-standing commitment to community involvement. It's disappointing that the resolution overlooks the important community benefits afforded by our partnership with the Cleveland Browns, which represents so much more than just a name on a stadium. And in other council news, they passed other items last night, including a deal to use up to $15 million in American Rescue Plan Act funding towards demolition of blighted buildings around the city, and a measure to allow the return of temporary permits of so-called parklets, which are used by restaurants and bars for outdoor dining in their parking lots. And this summer, Cleveland City Council will now just meet 2 times, once on July 13th and the other on August 10th. And help is on the way for some families who've been struggling to find food for their babies amid the formula shortage. In Ohio, Governor Mike DeWine announced new measures to support families in the WIC program, which helps women and infants at risk of inadequate nutrition. DeWine said they are working to temporarily expand product choices and remove certain medical documentation requirements for WIC families who need prescription formulas.
Next Monday, the WIC program will be adding 8 additional Enfamil products to the eligible list. Our administration is urging manufacturers to do all they can to make more products available. We're asking the president to remove some of the red tape involved in importing safe formula for other countries and we are requesting an after-action report after this crisis is over to learn how we can better avoid shortages like this in the future.
Again, some of these measures are still in the works. In the meantime, Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff with the Department of Health urges families not to dilute formula or make their own. And now turning to Browns news, a 24th woman has filed a civil lawsuit against Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson. Like the previous 23 women, she's accusing him of sexual misconduct. According to the filing, the woman says Watson met her for a massage twice within a week back in 2020, but that the second session quickly turned unprofessional. The accuser says she was very uncomfortable and scared. Watson has maintained his innocence throughout this ordeal. His lawyers releasing a statement saying in part, "We are unable to respond to the new lawsuit at this time. Our legal team has not had time to investigate this new filing and had not heard her name until today." Now to 3 developing headlines we're following this morning. First, a Cleveland woman is facing charges after a 10-year-old boy was shot and killed in his bedroom. It happened early Sunday morning at a home on East 77th Street. The boy's family says his aunt accidentally fired a bullet into the living room ceiling, and that bullet traveled through the ceiling and the floor, hitting little Caden Williams in the head. He later died at the hospital. According to Cleveland police, the still unidentified aunt has been arrested on unspecified charges. Multiple kids were arrested Sunday night after chaos broke out at a Willowick Church festival. Police were called to the St. Mary Magdalene Parish Festival after reports of multiple fights breaking out. You can see some here. The festival closed early because of this, but the fights continued and spilled onto neighboring streets. No word on how many arrests, but police did have to call in other departments and use a pepper ball gun to calm things down. And yesterday was a busy day out on Lake Erie for the Coast Guard. 2 boaters were rescued after their vessel capsized off the shores of Perry. The Coast Guard got the call for help around 3 yesterday afternoon. Both of the boaters were wearing life jackets and were safely brought to shore. Alrighty, well, a familiar concept to the west is coming to downtown Willoughby this week. The Yard on 3rd opens Thursday in the former Laura Bistro spot on 3rd Street. It will feature rotating food trucks similar to Lakewood's food truck park and be the permanent home for Geraci's Pizza's food truck, The Slice Shop. And the owner says, well, don't forget the drinks.
So at the Yard on 3rd, we have a huge bar and we have awesome options for alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, but we're a lot more than a bar. We have rotating food trucks coming through, different cuisine every time our patrons come to the Yard, and that's what they can kind of expect to see. Oh my gosh, what am I going to be eating today? What trucks are they going to have in today?
Outdoor seating and an outdoor bar will round out the space. The Yard opens Thursday at 11:30 a.m. and closes at 11 p.m. Make sure you pack your umbrellas because remember, Hollie is tracking some rain for that day as well. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.